Hello, so I am going to show you my favorite Salesforce sales quick action that I love to use in the companies that I work with. And I'm just going to give you a quick sneak peek into one of the things I love to do that helps make salespeople more efficient and helps them use Salesforce more. So I am just logged in here to Salesforce, as you can see, and I'm on my opportunity page. So these are, first of all, to know what a quick action are, they're typically these little activities here. Those are quick actions, or this up here is also a quick action. Really in the back end, all it is it's a way for us to like create or update a record. We can also do flows and buttons and some other cool things. But it also, when it comes to these, I can kind of do some pre-fill some values for the user to make it even faster. So I tend to use these for things that a user might do a lot, right? Where they make calls a lot, or they leave voicemails, or maybe there's always these demos and I want some sort of like consistent naming convention, right? So you can see here, for example, maybe I want to make sure it always says meeting demo, things like that, where it's easy for somebody to kind of parse through and see in the activity history what's been going on. So yeah, for example, you can see there were a couple demo meetings. But my favorite here is actually this left voicemail. And again, you can see in this subject that I've said that it's a call and I've left a voicemail. And then I actually have pre-filled what you don't see in the back end. I've pre-filled the date to be today, related to an opportunity. And then there's another field or two in the back end that I'll show you in a second that is also getting pre-filled, but I don't even have to show it here, which is great, right? Because it keeps it simple. I tend to show the date because maybe they forgot and they want to put to a back date, and they can change that if they need to. But again, this is just a real quick way for them to open up, put their contact in here to say that they left a voicemail, and then they just save it right there. But I have a bonus for you today. One of the other things I love to do is pair it with something called a macro. And maybe you've heard of the macros, maybe you haven't. They're not used terribly a lot, but they're, to me, one of the most underplayed, most valuable tools that Salesforce offers. They do have some limitations, and so that might be why they're not used as frequently. But I'm going to show you the power of one really quickly here in combination with this left voicemail. So let's just say, I'm going to change this back to something to say, call about proposal. Okay, let's say that I was on here, right? And then I came and I left a voicemail. I called them and I had to leave them a voicemail. But my standard is that I want to call back in 3 days or something like that. And then what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to have this macro. I'm going to open up this little macros tab, which your admin controls. Actually, sorry, I got to refresh my page here. Okay, so I'm going to click this, and what you're going to see is it's going to change this information here, and it's going to open up my left voicemail. It could complete it for me if I wanted, but remember, I really want to make sure I know who I called, right? In this case, that's pretty important to know who I called and not just that I called about the opportunity. So I'm going to hit run, and you'll have to kind of watch quickly because it will go fast, but you'll see these things change. So let me hit run. All right, did you see that? Like, how quick is that? It just changed the next steps, and it changed the date and the next steps, and then it's opening this up for me to complete this again and save it, right? So just something really quick that when your sales team, especially those top performers, they want to be moving quickly, something really quick and easy that you can give them. And the other thing is, a lot of times these macros can also be run from a list view. So if they're going down a list and they're calling and they have to leave voicemails, they could potentially do that. Now, of course, you can't open it. It wouldn't work as well. You can't do it in mass if you leave it open. But if you wanted to just be able to log those and save them quickly, it can do that as well. So I hope you enjoy your quick tip today and that maybe you can take advantage of this for your sales team.